What's up guys, Chris here, back again with another market video for you guys today. In this one, I wanted to bring you guys my 85 plus double upgrade, and I wanted to talk about some ways you guys can make some coins tomorrow on Thursday during rewards. And I also want to talk about some last minute Thursday flips. I know I didn't bring out a specific video this weekend or this week, but I will kind of give you guys a few looks that maybe I've bought myself that I think could rise a little bit. So this video was going to be on the console. Instead, it's going to be on the web app and on FUPBIN because the EA servers have literally just gone down like in the last 10 minutes. I was going to upload this video for you guys, and then I was going to also go live on Twitch. If I can't get onto the servers here, then I'm not going to be able to go live on Twitch really, which is unfortunate. I might go and do like a late night reward stream because my sleep schedule is awful, so I might come back on during rewards. We'll see. If you guys want to, my Twitch is in the description, obviously. Before we get into it today, if you guys can, just drop a like on the video and subscribe. If you're new around here, that'd be absolutely amazing. We are less than 30 subscribers away from 9,000, so if you guys are watching this video and have not subscribed, please go and do that. That'd be absolutely amazing. And then also get involved with everything that is in the description. Like I said to you guys, my Twitch, my free trading Discord, my Instagram, my Twitter, all that kind of stuff you guys can get involved with. Video, let's talk about the market specific type of things right now. And you know, one of the looks I want to talk about is these future star cards. And like we've been talking about over the last like week or so, I expect these future star cards to really tell a story over the next like 7 to 18 hours really. So right now I'm recording this video at 8:35 p.m. Rewards for me is at 3 a.m. So that means we're about 7 hours away, a little bit less than that, from rewards. Now, a lot of the time, and I look at these promo teams, a lot of these cards don't actually drop the lowest they can go on rewards. They actually kind of get low and then they kind of rebound up quickly. But then with that marquee matchup supply, and I don't know what it is really, at Thursdays during the content drop, if we get some mass supply, these cards are going to go a little bit further down. And the ones you guys could pick up, and we talked about in a few videos ago, I like Kulusevski, I like Reece James, I like Dest, I like Isaac. I like those sort of cards to rise out of packs. I like this Lunin. Again, he's going to be a really over-invested card, so the earlier you can get in on that card, the better, in my opinion. But Reece James has that pro player hype. Kulusevski, man, very good card. Very, very good card. I think this card is going to do really good out of packs, in my opinion. Isaac, in terms of the strikers from La Liga with some really nice pace, some good skill moves and weak foot. I like Isaac. And then Des, he fills the need at right back. The Barcelona links. He's American. He's got great pace. He's got a very all-around looking card that's pretty good. So I expect those sort of players to rise nicely out of packs in terms of an investment point of view. Now, another thing you guys can look at for today, and we'll talk about more Thursday flips maybe towards like the end of this, but let's talk about some other ways to make coins. And this is going to be at rewards. You guys are going to be able to pick maybe a few players from this team. There's always a few players that just drop too low, and when they stop dropping, they start to really go up a lot. And the ones you want to be looking at are the ones that investors are not looking at. Those are the ones that go up the most. And I can't tell you that lowest possible point on a player because we haven't gotten to that point yet. But I will tell you, I know a lot of investors, and Luke Shaw has not gotten his dynamic image, which I think is really affecting this guy's price right now. Morales got his, Angela. It's like half and half right now. I don't know what's going on here. But Luke Shaw is going to be one that I think a lot of investors are going to be looking at. He's an English left back. He's got decent pace. He's got good physical defending and dribbling. I also think a lot of investors are going to probably try and look at that Depay card. And then that's really it. I mean, I think the ones that could be slept on in this is going to be this Morales, depending on how low he drops. This Ozurable card. Diaby could be an investing type of card, but he also could not be in a certain sense as well. Kimpembe could be an interesting one as well. I think there's going to be a decent amount of these team weeks that if they do drop significantly after rewards, they're going to be good buying opportunities for these guys to rise. And like I said to you, I think you just got to monitor how low these cards go and when they hit their lowest point, and don't rush to make a buy on these cards. You want to keep letting the supply come through. You want to keep letting the listings, you know, kind of come through as well. So just be on the lookout. Like, if you see Luke Shaw at like 30,000 coins, I could see that going like back up to like 39 to 40. I really could. It just depends on how many people are opening up their team week pack today. I do expect a good amount because Sterling is expensive, Varane's expensive, Depay, Kipembe. I think we've got a lot of nice, team weeks in here that people are going to want to go and try and pack. So another thing you guys can look at doing today is at the drop on Thursday, we're going to get a lot of silver supply. And last week, if you look at this Mengi card, right, he went from 1,500 coins on Wednesday, and he went all the way down to 1,000. Now, you could have gotten him even lower than that, right? What happened last week, and it happens almost every single Thursdays, is silvers that go into specific League SBCs, and you're going to have to find these for yourself. I don't do a lot of League SBC trading and all that, but I know for a guy like Mengi, he could be used in the United SBC. He could be used in silver objective teams, whatever. If these silvers have a really nice value, and if you see that multiple times of the day or multiple times of the week, they're going back to a certain price, if they drop on that Thursday, pick those guys up. I remember last week, Premier League silvers were like 300 coins. So let me show you guys here, actually. So we're going to go into silver. We're going to go into League Prem. And we're going to go see what the cheapest one is. And these guys were literally, I'm not even lying to you, like literally 300 coins, okay? And they all rebounded. And there was a lot of silver supply. And by the way you can look at silver supply is Electrum packs. If we get Electrum packs through marquee matchups and maybe another pack that comes like a daily SBC, you're going to have a lot of like supply coming through on those silver cards, causing them to drop. What's going to make them rebound is on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there's going to be lightning rounds. Those are only going to be supplying the gold cards and the in-pack informs and in-pack specials. So silver is not being supplied at all, and what's going to happen is that lack of supply is going to dry up. It's going to make cards increase because people are going to be doing League SBCs to pack some of these really good Future Star 2 cards, which I'm expecting Saka, Fati, Pedri possibly, Diallo, right? You're looking at some really nice cards. Curtis Jones could be another one as well. Gilmore, right? You have some pretty big names that could come out in this second set of Future Stars, and I expect EA to have a better Future Stars 2 team because that's what they like to do. They like to kind of entice you a little bit into Team 1, and then Team 2 exceeds the expectation. So silver is going to be huge. Look at the ones that go into specific League SBCs. Look at like your Callegri defenders. Look at your League On defenders. All of these silvers, especially defenders, if they're dropping a lot, pick them up. They're going to rebound. They're easy coins, guys. They always rebound. Look at this Mengi, right? He's always fluctuating up and down. You pick him up on his low point, he goes back up to 1,550 coins, right? That's something you guys should really be looking at on the Thursday. Okay, so that's pretty much it when it comes to Thursday. You guys can icon trade on Thursday as well. What you could do is, around the drop, you're going to have some panic, I think. Maybe a little bit of panic because there's always that, like, 1 hour before the drop, the content drop, that people are kind of, like, hesitant to buy a little bit. You kind of see a little bit more sell-off happening. Some investors are trying to get out of their Thursday flips. I don't think, as long as you don't have gold cards, if you have out-of-pack informs, if you have icons, you can hold them throughout the rest of the night, honestly. You don't have to sell before 6 p.m. tomorrow, in my opinion. But if you see any of these out-of-pack specials dropping, if you see icons dropping around, for me, it's 12 to 1 p.m., but for you guys, it's 5 to 6. If you see some drops and we don't really get some insane content, you're going to see the market do very, very well in the nighttime, in my opinion. So look for panic around like the 5 to 6 p.m. UK mark. And now let's talk about some Thursday flips. And I know you guys want to get this 285 rated player. I'll open this on the video for you guys. If we get a good player, I'm not going to expect it, to be honest. But let's talk, obviously, about some last-minute Thursday flips. And if you look at the common theme that is with this team week, is you see a couple of different nationalities, right? You see France, you see England, and you see Spain, right? You have a couple of different players from each different nation. And what a lot of people like to do is they like to kind of buy players that link to their red picks. So the more of one nation that's in Team of the Week, the more of those players that could, rise because of that. So what I did, and you guys could look at rewards if you wanted to on a player like this, but I've gone to, and I'm actually going to go here to the popular page, but Kante and Pogba, for me, these are two midfielders that Pogba obviously gets that link to Luke Shaw, who I think is going to get somewhat packed a decent amount. And Conte is just one of those players that, he did very well last week. Look, he went from 155 all the way up to 175 on that Friday. He really hasn't gone up that much from where he was on Saturday and Sunday. And I picked a few up on my transfer list. If you guys can look right here, I'm going to show you guys my transfer list. I picked up a couple Contes here. If you look at what I bought him at, 154. And look what I'm getting them at, by the way. Look at the constant. It's going to be a shadow on these cards, 155. This is 153. This is 153. And now he's up at 159. And I can see this going to 170 tomorrow, so that's why I picked it up. Low 150s for this Conte is going to do, I think, pretty good in my opinion. We talked about Pogba. I bought about 5 or 6 Paul Pogbas. And I know these are gold cards, so they're kind of like cards you need to get out of. Actually, Pogba's up a good amount right now. I picked all of mine up. It looks like I picked them up at a really good time because I picked mine up at like, 57 and under, really. So we're doing pretty good on these Pogbas. I just bought them like not even 2 hours ago, really. But again, he's a card that he did pretty good last week. He went from 61k all the way up to 66.6, which is not that bad at all for, an 86 gold card. So I could see, and also tomorrow on rewards day, I could see some people, saving their packs. I could see them, waiting to see if we get icon moments on Friday, see what we get in terms of icon swaps, just kind of see what the content we do get on that Friday. So Pogba and Conte I could see rising a little bit more on Thursday. I'd be very careful with this card. He could very well rise tomorrow. 100% can rise tomorrow. My only issue is that this card is such a go-to buy for investors. I just want to be very, very careful with you guys when it comes to this Varane, because it's always a sticky situation. Like really, really meta players, they can't be overinvested in technically, so you could see him rise. Obviously, just be very, very careful with that Varane card. Out of pack informs, right? You're going to be looking at a lot of out of pack informs. I think some of the Serie A stuff is going to keep doing well. For example, you have this Insigne card. His max price is 300k, so that's not an issue. This guy's been rising ever since he's been out of packs, right? He was 65,000 coins, and with the links that people are getting with Tonale, right? He had a 145 earlier this morning. He went down to 130, back up to 140. For me, this is not a bad option. Low 130s, mid 130s. I can see that doing pretty good. And we just talked about it, right? If you want to go to the PGP page and you want to go into, let's go and look at all special. I think they're going to be all the way at the bottom, right? And you're going to just go and see what the most games played are on some players. And this Renato's up a lot right now. He's 281. Yeah, he's up a lot. He was 260 over the weekend, and now he's 280. So this card might be out of your reach. If you could find 270 for this, though, that's not a bad look. But just kind of go through your typical Thursday flips, right? Like your João Felix, maybe your Timo Werner. Timo Werner always seems like he goes up every single Thursday. You always see a nice little rise. You see this right here, 218 all the way up to 233. He always kind of rises up. There shouldn't be any difference, really. 221 actually looks a little bit low for this card compared to where he was. Yeah, he's been 230s a lot. Let me just go and see if I can find a 220. Actually, don't have the coins for it, really. But let me see if there is a 220. This is the sort of stuff that I'd be looking at, though. And another thing I would be looking at, by the way, if I were you guys, please take a look at icons, man. I swear to you, icons are going to do really good this week. Because for me, they did well last week. But it's because of all these future star cards, right? People are going to try to build teams around the informs, around the future star cards. You're going to see a lot of icons being used to link different future stars together. So please look at it at icons. We'll take a look at a few that are pretty good. But let me see what a Timo Werner is currently going for right now. I don't know if he's actually at 220. He's 226 right now. If I can find one at 215, 218 on bid, I think that's a really good price for him. I think that can go easily 238, 240 tomorrow. But let's go to icons really quickly here. So you see this Pep Guardiola here. All right. Here's how you could tell what a really good Thursday flip is on an icon, right? So you see this guy right here. He's done well the last couple Thursdays, right? Last Thursday, he went from 290 essentially all the way up to 318 by Friday morning. And then he's coming back down to 280s. What you want to do is you want to look at the hourly graph here. And you want to see what he's been kind of going for most of the day. So 291 to 279, up to 290, down to 275, 273 up to 295, down to 280, up at 290. So you could probably get a 290 on this card. So what you're going to be looking at on Guardiola is when he hits those 270s. When he hits that maybe like 280 on the dot. You want to get lower than where he's been at his highest on the day on Wednesday. And this is for every single Thursday flip, by the way. You could look at like a Roy Keane, guys. All right, Roy Keane did very well last week. His baby, his middle, they did really, really well. Look at this, man. He went from 217 all the way up to, and you could have sold that card at 250, by the way, okay? I saw that card getting sold at 249, 250 right today. 228, down to 212, up at 225, down to 215, up at 225, down to 212. Find them at 212, 215. You'll see a 240 tomorrow, I think, on this card pretty easily. And that's how icons really are on Thursdays. All it takes is you don't have to get a buy price for today. Get a buy price that you like for the day and then sell it tomorrow when the icon obviously goes up. So take a look at a lot of these icons, man. All you need to do, obviously, is look at the PGP page, go version, go icons, and go all. And then you're going to look at one of the ones that are like, you know, cheap. Obviously, you can look at Machiavelli if you want to on a higher tier. But look at like this Luis Hernandez, for example, right? Luis Hernandez, another card. He went from 415 last week to 450, right? Take a look at cards like that. You can hold your icons probably for a little bit more profit on Friday night. I don't think there's going to be anything that's going to, you know, going to shock people. I guess you do have that that potential icon swaps that come out on Friday, so maybe icons are a little dodgy on the Friday before 6 p.m., but I think Thursday you guys are definitely going to see a rise on a lot of these icons because I think a lot of people need these cards. And look at rewards too. Rewards is going to be able to supply these cards a little bit, you know, especially the middle cards. You're going to see them get supplied. They may drop a little bit for like an hour or two and then start to creep up again. So take a look at where some of these icons have been, and there's so many icons. Roy Keane, Suker, Overmars, Crespo, Guardiola, I mean, Lam, Thierry Henry, Roberto Carlos. There's so many good icons in this game that people like to use, especially if they're baby cards. If there's a middle one dropping, pick it up. But that's Thursday for me, man. That's a lot of Thursday looking stuff. Now, I would love to do this on the console. We're gonna do this on the web app because we actually can't get onto the console right now. Let's see what we can get here. I don't know if I can get a future star. I haven't packed one at all throughout the whole promo. And we spend about like 900k, so it's kind of crazy. Let's see what we get. That's an inform. Oh, that is a nice inform. Okay, I will take 88 Depay. That card's going to be a nice super sub off the bench for me this week. That's not a bad card at all. I would have loved the Varane, I'll be honest with you, because I need one for my team. But you know what? I'll take Depay, man. I will take that. Guys, hope you enjoyed this video today. A lot of information in it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned a few things from it as well. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.